How to find the volume of any prism, and why the formula works. A prism is a 3D figure. It has two polygon bases that are the same size, same shape, and are parallel to each other. Here we have a rectangular prism. The base of this rectangular prism is a square. If we measure the sides of the square, each side measures about 5 centimeters. So the area of the base of this square is 5 times 5, or 25 square centimeters. This means that we can fit 25 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter squares in the square base of our prism. Our square base is a 2D shape, but what if we extended our 2D square into the third dimension by 1 centimeter? This would represent a slice of our rectangular prism. Now we have a 3D solid whose length is 5 centimeters, width is 5 centimeters, and height is 1 centimeter. If we broke this 3D solid into 1 centimeter cubes, we would have 25 cubic centimeters. This means the volume of our 3D solid is 25 cubic centimeters. That number sounds familiar, right? Remember the area of the square base was 25 square centimeters. The area of the base and the volume of a 1 centimeter high slice of the rectangular prism have the same numerical value, but different units. Now that we know the volume of a slice of our rectangular prism, let's see how many slices in total our rectangular prism is made out of. There are 10 slices. Each slice has a height of 1 centimeter, so the height of our entire rectangular prism is 10 centimeters. We now have all the information needed to find the total volume of our rectangular prism. We know one slice or layer of our rectangular prism has a volume of 25 cubic centimeters. We also know there are 10 total slices or layers in our rectangular prism. How can we use this information to figure out how many total cubic centimeters we would need to fill our rectangular prism? We can multiply the number of cubic centimeters in one layer times the total number of layers to get the total number of cubic centimeters. This means that 250 1 centimeter cubes could fit in our rectangular prism. These are the steps we took to find the volume of the prism. Identify the base shape of the prism. Figure out the measurements needed to find the area of the base shape. Calculate the area of the base shape. Remember, the area of the base shape has the same numerical value as one slice of the prism that is 1 unit high. Measure the height of the prism. The height tells us how many 1 unit high slices the prism is made out of. Multiply the base area by the height to find the total volume. This method works to find the volume of all prisms. Note that in the formula, the base shape area is represented by a capital B. This capital B is different than a lowercase b you might see in a formula to find the area of a parallelogram, triangle, or trapezoid. The lowercase b refers to a one-dimensional base length. The capital B refers to a two-dimensional base area. Sometimes identifying the base area can be tricky, especially if the prism is not resting on its base. Prisms always have two bases that are the same size, same shape, and are always opposite of each other. This means that the bases are never next to each other or share the same edge. Sometimes you may need to rotate the prism in order to better see the base shape. When in doubt, if you imagine slicing your 3D prism into individual layers, and you notice your layers are not the same size or shape as what you thought was your base shape, you are probably not using the correct prism face for your base shape.